Welcome. In this video, we are going to look at how to set up 5+ free custom company domain emails with Zoho Mail. Okay, so just going to see how we are going to set up all these free emails, and I will also give you a bonus how to create group emails using a step-by-step guide. So to show you what you are going to create today, I have already created these emails. At the end of the tutorial, you will have your email looking like this, okay, whereby you have your name, and you can look at this. I have this email saying like jb@thisishub.com, and you can send to any person you want, okay. And here is the mail I've just sent using this. You can just go to my email and you can clearly read here, welcome from JB, and you can see my name here, and you can also see jb.com. This is the email I've just sent using this account here, okay. So you're just going to set up 5 of these, okay. I will show you how to set up each step by step from the start, from just the beginning up to the end, okay. Let's just jump into the video. Hello, welcome. So in today's video, we are going to look at how to set up free custom company domain emails with Zoho Mail. Okay, so this has been the most asked question via my students, both online and offline, are asking me how you can set up company emails, and you can actually get the free ones. There are some other options which are paid. I will also show you those options later on, but in this video we want to concentrate on how to get these 5 free custom company domains emails from Zoho Mail. Okay, so it is a long process, but I've put together a documentation. As you know me, I've put together documentation so that it can be seamless, easily, so that you can integrate and get these free emails for your custom domain. Okay, we are talking about the emails like my email at yourdomain.com. Okay, so we are going to look at how to set them up, and it's a very important thing when you have a company. You don't want to be still using free emails. I mean like Gmail, your company at gmail.com. They don't look professional, and today we're going to continue and look at how to set up these ones. Okay, so the first thing you need to have, is actually a domain. Okay, you must have an existing domain. Okay, you must have an existing domain and it is properly working. Now, where you bought it, it doesn't matter. The most important thing, it is where it is working right now. Okay, so I normally buy my domains from Namecheap, and then I host them on Vercel. Okay, so you can just go ahead and log into your Vercel account. Okay, I'm not sure if you have a working Vercel account or not, but you just need to log into that provider if you're using whether Namecheap, whether you're using Namecheap, or you're using GoDaddy, Hostinger. You're using so many other tools. There are so many providers and hosting options. Me personally, I like using Vercel. All most of my websites are hosted on Vercel and Netlify because they offer free tiers genuinely. So I don't see a reason why to move away from those ones. But if you have other places you are hosting from, like Namecheap, or you are having Hostinger, you will still seamlessly get through this process. Okay, So just going to go step by step, but before we do that, I want to thank my subscribers. Okay, I want to thank those ones who have taken time and genuinely subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I'm so happy that the channel has been tremendously helpful to most with all this, and I'm really so great. Okay, you can just come if you want to subscribe. Please subscribe and share also this video to reach as many people as possible. So I'm just going to start walking through a step-by-step process, how we are going to set up these emails so that you can start using them. And you can do this for all the companies you have given websites. If you have built for a company a website, you can still go ahead and set them up these emails, and you don't have to give these emails for free. You can still go ahead and charge these emails, but for you, you would have set up for free. And don't feel guilty that you are charging these people, because setting up these emails is not easy. Okay, so if you manage to go step by step and you manage to set them up, or you know how to set them up, then that's what you are they are paying you for, to configure all these ones or make them work all together. Okay, so the first thing is you have to step number one is that you have to, basically, there's this description. In this, having a professional email address that matches your company domain is crucial for building credibility and trust. Okay, so Zoho offers user-friendly solution to setting up your domain email without the need for substantial investment. In this guide, we'll walk through a step-by-step process to set up these emails. So step number one, okay, sign up for Zoho Mail. That is the first step you have to go, and I have also put this link there. Okay, so I'm just going to go copy this. Now for this purpose, I'm just going to be using Brave browser. That's where I have actually my email and also my name chip, everything logged in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to this. Okay, just go to that link I've specified. Okay, the link is clearly here, and you can just simply go to this link. Okay, there is this why you can also look at the pricing and option in the menu to access the pricing page. Let's just go and see. So we are here, so you can just click on this pricing. Okay, and when you go to pricing, look at this. They tell you the user-based pricing plans for all business needs, secure and professional email. So if you just look at this, we have this one, MailLite, whereby you get 5 GB, and then you have all these things. They have the one for Mail Premium, and then you have Workplace, all those ones. Okay, so continue scrolling, and then they have 15-day trial for Mail Premium, no credit card required, blah blah. And then we have this forever free plan. So up to 5 users, 5 GB, 25 MB attachment limit, where web access and free mobile apps, email hosting for a single domain, and all these kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the option we need. So you can just see what I've said here. Okay, on the menu to access the pricing page, scroll down and find the free plan. Okay, find the free plan and click on the sign up button. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this forever plan, this forever free plan. Just click on sign up. Okay, just click on sign up, and let's wait and see. Okay, so you can see here, sign up for Zoho Mail. So this is the page that we want to be on. Okay, so I'm just going to put the credentials they want here. Okay, I'm just going to put the credentials that they want here. I'm just going to put the name for my company, and then the email address. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of go ahead and populate my email address. You don't have to put mine. Okay, you can put here your Gmail, the one that you are using right now. Okay, just like that, and then you can create also a password. So I'm just going to go ahead and create my password. Okay, so the password I'm just going to use a common password. Make sure the password you put, you clearly know that password. I'm just going to go ahead and write down my password that I've used. Please always try to write down the password before you start forgetting it, and then you end up into the resetting and all that kind of stuff. Okay, okay, so I've written down my password, so just going to agree. They say password should contain at least one uppercase, so I'm just going to provide one uppercase. Okay, and in fact I'm just going to modify all of it, so start with uppercase. Now should be having now one uppercase. Okay, so it has now the first, it has one uppercase, so I'm just go ahead sign up. Okay, so they have sent an OTP. You can see here, verify your sign up, enter the OTP sent to your email address. Okay, and they're just counting here to get this. So just go back here and you can see in my Gmail I've received the OTP or the verification code. Just go ahead and copy the code. Okay, just go ahead and copy the code. I'm just going to paste it here, verify. Okay, so they must verify your Gmail, so you must at least have one Gmail account working, or whichever email you want to use, but at least you must have one working. Okay, so good. So that step number 1 is actually done. So according to our documentation, step number 1 is done. You go to the Zoho, choose the free plan, and then click on sign up, and now we are in. So now you can see here we have step number 2. There is this account verification. Okay, this email, we have also done this. So the account verification step, we are done. Choose whether you prefer to receive the verification via phone or OTP, and then enter the OTP provided to verify your account. So they say here, I say here, upon successful verification, you will be redirected to the Zoho mail dashboard. So we are on this exact place where we are on the verification. Now step number 3 is going to be the domain setup. So in the dashboard, navigate to step number 1, add domain. Enter your domain name, brand name, and industry details. Click on add domain to proceed. Okay, so just go back. So going back here, just going to first of all click on this. I can save. Now you see here we have here buy a new domain. If you wanted, you can buy a domain with Zoho. Okay, but I'm just already have my existing domain, and they say here add an existing domain. So I'm just going to click add now. Okay, so they ask you here to add your domain. Now I already have a domain, and that is the for the my company. This is hub.com. So if I just come here and I click this hub.com, this email, you should be having it, and it should be working. So I already have this working. I'm just going to copy it just like this. Now they just want it in terms of www, just like that. So let me just go back here. I can go to www. I will say this is hub.com, just like that. Okay, provide your organization name, which is clearly this is hub. Okay, industry type. Now we work into the web design, web solutions, or something like that. So I'm just going to see there is here high IT and IT related services. I think this is the one that fits. You can first scroll down to confirm that it is the one that you can just go ahead. If it is real estate services, blah blah, you can just go ahead. But this one is the matching one for now, IT hardware and IT related services. And now you can just go ahead, and they tell you here to add a row. I don't know if we really need to add anything right now. Add domain you already own to continue this step. So I don't think we might be just like done. I don't think just here we have two options, add row. I don't know. So just go ahead and click on that. Let's see. Okay, so here, congratulations, your domain added successfully. Make sure that this domain you are adding here already exists. Now if at this point you don't have a domain, you can actually just first pause, go buy the domain, and you can easily set up a domain with Namecheap or Hostinger or whichever provider you want. Now if you want me to make a video about how to buy a domain using either Namecheap and then connect that domain to Vercel and see how you can use it to host, you can leave a comment in the description and I can make that video and you can see how I normally do that. So right now the only thing we have added successfully the domain. Now you need to prove that you own this domain, because any person can add someone's domain. The only thing right now we need to do is actually you must be able to tell us that this domain actually is yours. So to proceed, just click on proceed to domain verification, and if you see this step in our blog or in this step-by-step guide, you can see that down here that after here you have added, you can proceed dashboard, you can go to the step 2, which is actually verifying the domain. Now you follow all these things as you are going to see, and by the way, this is the most also crucial step, and that is needs you to be attentive. So proceed and click to domain verification, and then they're just going to take us here. Okay, so you can see here domain verification for this domain. For security reasons, you need to verify that your ownership of this domain. You can verify this by one of the following methods. Please note that it won't affect your existing email or domain management services. So you can see here the recommended is TXT, and if you see down, you have also these things here. You can upload HTML file in the website, CN record. I just recommend this one, TXT, the one that I've recommended here. Now they tell you the steps. Log into the domain, this domain name service provider, where your domain name server is pointed. Now add a new TXT record and paste the .txt value to the DNS configuration and blah blah. Now if you don't know how to do it, they even have also a guide. So you have to go, and this is a TXT name, leave it blank or put at, and then you simply put this. So I'm just going to go to the DNS records and let me copy this. Okay, now I just need to go to my Vercel where the website is hosted, and you can see I already here having a lot of things. Okay, and I'm just going to look for my company. I have a lot of projects, but you can just go ahead and look for that place you have hosted this, blah blah, and all kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go to settings. I'm not sure if I still remember where I got this, but you just go to settings, and then we can see if we can look at domains. So you can see these settings on your if you just like inside your Vercel account, go for that website you want, click on that project, then inside the project just look for the settings, and then you have here a lot of things. For instance, you have these integrations, blah blah. Now I can see here I have domains. I can click on these domains, and then you can see here I have my thishub.com, and everything is okay. Now if you just continue moving down, we need just to we need to a place where we need to find the DNS settings for this website. Okay, now I'm just going to go to I'm just going to see if I can just get this right. Okay, now let me see if I click on edit. Let me see here. There is, so here if you click on edit, the down here they give you this view DNS records and more for this hub. Just click on that. Okay, so they take you to this page, and you can see it is Vercel dashboard domains thishub.com, and now you have all these things, the name chip, blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Now I just want to scroll down to the DNS records. Okay, now the name of the DNS records here, you can just choose the type. Okay, let me scroll. Okay, so I just need to choose the type here. Simply select here, and the value I want to add is a txt, as it was mentioned in the name chip this side. If you remember very well, here they want us to create a txt name or a txt record. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. Okay, just click here and then click on txt, and then here add this value that I copied. I paste like that. Now priority, just leave it 60, this TTL value, and you can just leave everything the way it is, and click on add. Okay, so created DNS record successfully. Now that's great. Now go ahead and go back to this side of this, and let's see. So step number 1 done, and then add the txt record. We have done that. You may have to wait for 30 minutes to 1 day for these changes to propagate, depending on the TTL value that you entered. Now would have put a less value. 60 seems like to be a big value, but so finally come back to this page, and then click on the below button to complete this domain verification. Now it can take more time or it can take less time depending on the TTL value, but what we're just going to do is just simply say verify. We don't know if it's going to work right away or it is going to wait. I'm just going to do this, and if it doesn't work, I will just wait for a time and then I will just be back. But for now, let me just click here to verify, and we see. And you see, automatically after that, it takes, most of the time if you're working with Vercel, it doesn't take really much time. Okay, it just like right away they accepted. Now you can see you have now verified your domain ownership. You are the super administrator of this organization. Create your domain based or based email address. So you can see we can just create here. Okay, I can just create now I can just say create this is hub. At this is hub, I'm just going to create this one as admin. Okay, mine, this is now for the super admin, the one who is going to be controller of all domains. Okay, who is going to be the controller of all the domains. Now I'm just going to be the super admin. Now I'm just going to put admin at this and then create. Now that is going to be your first email. Okay, so the first email they give you right away is the admin email. Okay, now after you have set up the super admin email, they will now give you to create actually more users. Okay, so if you just go back now to the step by step guide, you can see here, click to verify to complete the domain process. That one is done. Now step number 5, you can see here you have set up users, okay, or user setup. Move on to step number 3, where you can set up users in the dashboard. Add the super admin email address for your organization. Zoho mail will direct you to the mailbox, where you can add up to 5 different mail addresses associated with your custom domain. Okay, and these ones are for the different users. Let's say there is you have, for instance, you are a CEO, we want to create for the accountant, want to create for the manager, want to create for the HR. So you can create, for instance, HR at this. You can create JB at this. You can create Sam at your company domain. You can create all those emails, and those ones, they are called users or user emails. Now there is also group emails. We are going to look up to these ones. Okay, you can set also group emails, but you can also have these user emails. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back to the setup, and we see now we have already this one. You can see we have already created the admin at thisishub.com, and now this is the first one. Okay, now you can go ahead and add in so many other users, up to 5. That is very many users, and when you surpass that, then you can go for the paid plan. Now this section lists the users that have been added to organization. Click the user's name to view the details information about a particular user, or you change their settings. Now we're just going to click on this plus. Okay, you can just add on this plus, just click on that to add a new user. Okay, so I'm just going to first the first one, which is going to be, like, for instance, JB. Since this is my company, I'm just going to simply add JB at thisishub.com. Okay, and then as we get more people to the company, I'll be creating them the same emails. Okay, so I have here, so they say enter basic user credentials. The username we get auto-filled based on the preferred email format. If you prefer any user other name, then from the suggestions you can edit the username field. So I can just add here the first name and last name. So if, for instance, I just going to add my names, John, okay, John Baptist. These are my original names. Now you could just go with this. So if you want, you can see they just choose your first name, okay, and then they populate it here. It will be like, for instance, Muki at thisishub.com. I just want to edit this to something like JB. I don't know if they will allow, like JB at thisishub, as simple as that. Okay, You can just like put JB at DNS Hub, as easy as that. Then you have to set here the password. Okay, now I might just like set my own password. They give here this the credentials, the ones you should follow, but we can just like auto generate this. Okay, we can auto generate this, and then what you just say here after auto generating it, just you don't need to even see it, and you can see here when I select it, it has should meet the following credentials, and this one has been auto generated. Of course, it has all the credentials. You can see it here. I can auto generate another one, blah blah, like that. But I'm just going to write mine and I will hide it. Okay, so I'm just going to say here okay, so it has all they need. Okay, I'm just going to go down, write it down. So what you can just do is send credentials via email. Check on this. Okay, so you want them to send the credentials for this newly created person, so that actually you have a copy of the credentials. So I'm just going to check this, send credentials via email, so that actually they send me the credentials for this user on my email. Okay, you want to do this even if the company is not yours, you need to make sure these things you send them on your email, so that you have a copy and you don't have chances of having it wrong. So after doing this, you have checked the send credentials via email, and they enter the email I'm going to send on is the first email we use, the Gmail account. I'm just going to click on add, and then they are going to go ahead and add the user. Okay, so you can see here, if you want, I'm just going to say never. So you say here user created, and they provide for you the email address we have just created right now, and also the password. Okay, so the password, everything is there, and I'm not going to show them since it is my email. I don't want you guys to try to see it or go inside it or whatever. Right now I'm just going to click on done, or you can just go to the created user and blah blah, like that. So I'm just going to simply create on done. Okay, so when you create on done, now you can see here I have the second email, or the second email. I have the first one, which is the admin. I have the second one, which is jb@dnsishub.com. Okay, I'm just go ahead and create one more email. Okay, just going to create one more email, which is going to be sales. Now if you just want, you can create, you're just going to see the group emails, but I just want to set one email, one more email. Just going to click like this. Now I want to call it just sales, so you can just like do something like this. First name and last name is optional, that's why I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to do this. So you could just like create the sales@dnsishub.com as a user, or you could actually have created this as a group email, and you're going to see how group emails work. But I just want this one to create it just like that. I'm just going to say sales. I'm just going to go ahead and also give it a password, so that I can just keep on logging in. I'm just going to come here. I will just say, let me just think of a nice password that I might just not forget. Let me just see. Okay, send credentials via email. Make sure you have this checked, so that the credentials you used, they send them on the email. Just add also this one, and you see you can also upload their user their images. I'm not going to do that. So I have the second one created, sales at this, click done. Now I have so far 2 users created alongside this. Okay, now after, you can just go ahead. I'm not going to create more these ones, but I'm just going to simply go ahead to the next step. Now the next steps here, you can see you can go back to the hosting summary, or you can proceed to set up groups. So I want to show you how actually to set up the group emails. Okay, and you can see here on our steps, we have finished users. By the way, you can create as many users up to 5. Sorry, you can create users up to 5. You don't have any problem. These ones are going to be free. Step number 6, now we just go ahead and create group emails. Okay, so proceed to step number 4, where you can set up this add group emails, such as sales@yourcompany.com. You can see like this one. Okay, you can create sales, but I chose to create sales. Don't misunderstand this as a user. Okay, I chose to create sales as a user. You can also choose to create it as a user, but these general emails, the difference between the user emails and the group emails is that the user emails have direct login credentials. Like for instance, you go to the mail service, you enter the username and the password, you log into the mail. That is for the users. Now for the group emails, you will see that they can be accessed by users. So when you log in, for instance, if you log in, for instance, if you log into one of your users, if you have a group email, let's say you have info@yourcompany.com. Now if you log into the one of the users, and those users, they have been added to that group, or they have access to that group email, then you can access it automatically from there. It does not have a direct login credentials. You must have to be logged in as one of the users, and then you can access that email. Okay, we are going to look at that. So I'm just going to proceed and create some of these ones. Okay, so the first one I just want to create for the students. So I'm just going to proceed to set up groups. Okay, so here just going to give you ability to create a group. So they say Zoho mail groups help organization users coordinate and communicate better, both for internal emails and external communication, while also minimizing the email clutter. Okay, so just create, you can now create the group email. So in the group, for instance, I'm just going to create for students. So I'm just going to say the name, just going to create students. Okay, now email address will automatically just do like this. Okay, so we just have like students. Okay, students at thisishub.com. So this one I just want to create it for things related to the students I teach, so that if they want help or anything, they can just like use this one. Okay, I don't know if we just like quote students or we quote school. I don't know. We could just code it maybe. We could just code it like students or school at this school matter right now. I don't know. Just stay with students right now. You can give a description. This mail is for student related communications. Okay, just like that. Now, who can send emails to this group? Okay, so you can see here they ask you who can send emails to this group. Now, what this one means is that those people who will have access to this email. Okay, so you can say every user. When you say everyone, every user will be able to do that. And since I'm the only one, they can have only two users. I'm just going to simply just say, you can say organization members, and you can proceed and add members, or you could say group members, or you could say only moderators, and what kind of stuff. And I'm just going to check on everyone. Do you want to enable stream for this group? Now, I'm just going to leave the default no. Now, I'm not sure what are the streams. Okay, I'm not so sure what the streams are all about, but I'm just going to say no for now. Then click on proceed. Okay, so now you can now select members. Here you can add members or moderator to the group. You can also add external members. Okay, so just simply click on add. Now you see you can search organization users, or you can add members using email address, add all organization users. So I'm just going to add all organization users right now. They say, are you sure about adding organization users? Now, if you have so many users, you need to choose one by one. Note it may take a while for this action to complete. You can just go ahead and close this and add one member at a time. If you click for instance add member, they just simply bring you the members you have here. Okay, for instance, they just add the JB. Okay, just add this plus, and you can just go ahead and also add this. Okay, and I like this user interface. Why haven't I created this kind of user interfaces in my video, whereby you have this side, the selected stuff, then you have this one? I think we should just add that one in one of the series we are building. Okay, so you have this plus. Now we can also add all of them. I just want to add any of these ones, they can access it, and even this one, just say add. Okay, so all these ones, they are the members that I've added. You can give them even roles. You can see all of them, they are members. Okay, we have the admin, we have the sales, and then you can have also this one. Now I can just make myself a moderator, just like that. A moderator is the one who's going to be controlling. He can allow other members to send, or he can do that. So you can just create one of these ones and create them as a moderator, or you can just even leave them as members. By default, they will make this super admin as that role of the moderator. You can also just go ahead and maybe give this one also a moderator, or you can even give all of them. Now when you give all of them, they will all be able to send minus asking them questions. But if you just click as a member, when you send email or when they receive email, they have to be approved by the moderator. Okay, so for now, I just want to be I'll be using so much this one, and also maybe this one. I'm just going to make these ones two moderators and just create. Okay, so we have added all the members we have created. We have added them to this group. Now that means that this group, okay, it means that this group will actually have all these details. Okay, you can see here the group name is students and the group. So you can use this on your you can add this on your website or whatever. So you can just go ahead and create, for instance, another HR, or if you wanted, you could create a custom as a user for the HR. You create them as a user based. So it depends on you. As I've told you, when you create a group email, it can be accessed through the members logins. It doesn't have a direct login. As you can see, they don't give you the email and password. They only give you the email, and it is only the members that you actually gave that have access to this. When they log into theirs, they can have access to this, and they can either receive emails or send emails via it. And you can create as many. I'm not so sure how many you can add, but you can add as many, maybe up to 5 or so. I'm not sure. So you can just go to the created group, or you can add more groups. I'm just going to click done. Okay, I'm just going to first create only this one. I don't think I need to create like more because I already have for the sales. Okay, so I can just go ahead basically create like also the info. Okay, I can go ahead and create like another one. Since we already have this is hub.info, we could just create like info@thisishub.com. So I'm just going to create another one. Okay, and just give it a name like info, and then here they automatically create this info@thisishub.com. This email will handle all other communications, okay, around the company. So we can just say create that, and then who can send emails? Everyone. And then by the way, this who can send the email is not just like the group members, but every person can actually send. Do you want to enable streams for this group? Just stay to know and click on proceed. Now we go at the same thing, we add the members. Just going to come here, search and add, then just simply click this plus to add all of them for now, and then just make this one as usual the moderator and this. Okay, then create. Okay, so I've created now two group emails, so the info@thisishub and the students@thisishub. Okay, so I can click done just like that. So right now I have these ones, and you can continue create as many as possible. Okay, so now we are done here, and now you can see another step. The next step here is you can proceed to DNS mapping. And what does this one mean? So in this step 5, the DNS mapping, you'll find a list of DNS records provided by the Zoho mail. Access your domain provider's control panel again and add the DNS records as instructed. So you just add the other more DNS records. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here and just continue to proceed to DNS mapping. Okay, just click like that. Now you are required, so once you verify your domain and create users, you'll be able to send emails for the domain based accounts. However, you'll not be able to receive emails until you configure the MX record. So you can tell here, since the first step we verified our domain and we also created users, they tell that you will be able to send emails from those domains. Okay, however, you will not be able to receive emails until you configure. So you don't want to miss out this DNS mapping. Okay, so just simply continue. We had already logged in the first time to the provider and simply create these MX records. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down like here. There are so many, but just simply do it. So I'm just going to come here. Okay, so you can say add the MX record. So we have 3 MX records that we are going to create, and you see the host is at, and then the values here and the priority values are also mentioned like that. So let's start the first one. They just click copy this first one. Let's go back to the Vercel. So I still have it here, and just continue and add just like this subdomain. Here we have to add the MX. Okay, now this here you can put at just like that, the name. By the way, make sure you're following the instructions not to mess up. You can see the host is same as the name. Just you can leave it blank, or you can just like put at. I'm just going to put at. I've already copied the value, just paste it here just like this. Now let's just go and see the priority value. You see by default is actually 10. I think even here is 10. You can see. Okay, so just add this one, simply add, just like that. It is saying here, invalid request missing required the MX priority. Now here is 10, just add 10, then add. Okay, created DNS record successfully. Let's go back. It's just a matter of copy and paste. Go to the second one. You don't want to mess up. This one has a priority of 20. So go back to this, the subdomain. This one is at MX, then paste here. Okay, and then set the priority to 20. Add. Okay, created DNS. By the way, make sure you see that it has been created. Let's go back, get the third one, which is this one, MX3. The priority is 50. So just go back here, add the at MX, add the value, go ahead and specify 50 here, and then click add. Okay, also this one has been created. Now let's go back. Now the first 3 records are done. Now we scroll down. There is the now one txt, the txt. Okay, and this one, spammers may forge the email addresses in your domain to send out spam. So this is for the spam protection. So I'm just going to create a txt at, and then put this one. This one has no priority, leave it blank. So I'm just going to copy this, go back, create this one, maybe at, then change this to txt, add the value, there is no need of the priority, and then add. Okay, record has been added. Just go back. Now this SPF has been finished. Next, create another one, which is DKIM. You can hover there, they tell you whatever they can do, blah blah. Just create another one, txt. Now the host is this. Okay, this time we have the host, and also we have this value here. Let me scroll down. So just simply copy this, and then go to your domain. So I'm just going to scroll to my domain. First of all, the txt value, and this is the host. Okay, and then let's just go back and copy the value, which is this one, and this is the last one. Okay, just simply go back like this, paste the value just like that. Priority is not there, and add the record. Okay, created DNS record successfully. So I've added all these values. Now let me just go back. Okay, I'm just here back to this. Now verify all the records. Now just take your time, add one by one, copy and take your time, because these things are very sensitive. You need to set up these things slowly. You don't need to rush copying. I know that some people who don't have patience. Please, at this point, just copy one at a time. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Just go ahead and verify all records, and let's try to wait and see. Okay, if you're using things like Vercel, they always somehow work faster, or they have these things configured very well. So I recommend always, like, you can host on Vercel or Netlify. They always have their things up to date. Now they tell you here, unable to reach the server, check your internet connection. That is also can be something you need to check. Okay, now this, and most especially actually my internet is the problem. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and connect to my internet back again. Okay, I don't know why my internet would do this to me at this point. That's when we tell you that to have a reliable internet is also one thing that is really a need. Now it is connected back. They just go ahead, try one more time. The DNS record may take a while depending on the TTS. Just do that, and you see here it was just internet actually. They just go ahead and click one more time to see if they can verify our records. Okay, so you can see when you have your internet and everything is good, they tell you that all the records have been verified successfully, and they even give you this check mark. Okay, so right now you are actually set to start sending and everything now. Okay, now if I just go back to the steps, that was the 7th step and the hard one actually. Now we are just about to finish. There are optional steps here. Data migration. If you have existing emails and you want to migrate them to the email, of which I will not do, or you can go ahead and download their mobile app. Okay, by the way, I'm not sponsored here. I'm not sponsored by Zoho. Someone may think I'm sponsored by Zoho. No, I just genuinely like their service. That's why I just made this video, because I use it. So if you just go to the next, number 8, these are actually optional steps. You don't need actually to do them. So you can just go here and you see proceed to email migration. Just click that. Now when you proceed to email migration, you have a chance. If you wanted to start data migration, you can migrate from your Gmail and bring all the information to this Zoho mail. I'm not going to do that because I'm not willing to do that. So I'm not going to do data migration. But if you want, you can go ahead and do data migration. Now another one is the mobile app. If you want to start enjoying and you are connected to this, you can actually go ahead and click. Our mobile apps are engineered with advanced functionality. To ease, click here to download the mobile app, and actually afterwards I will just go ahead and click to download this. Okay, I will have to download the mobile app, and I set it up on my phone because I just want to be receiving the mails from Zoho as usual, like the way I receive the ones on Gmail on my phone. So it's good. You can just go ahead and look for this Zoho app. I will just really go ahead and get this, the Zoho mail app. Okay, right now I'm just going to download it because I'm just like on the PC and the steps might increase. So let's say is this step number 9, completion. You have successfully set up the free custom campaign emails with Zoho. Now you can access your inbox at Zoho mail console and blah blah, all these kind of stuff. Okay, so if I just go back, now we are on the actually finishing up. Just continue, proceed to set up completion. You can see here, if you reach on this step, you will see even on the sides you have all these steps done very well. I like this. I don't know, we might just do something like this. I like this, what the steps are so much clean, and I just like these guys' interfaces. They are so much guiding. Okay, so your setup is complete. You are now ready to begin your journey with Zoho Mail. So here you can check out your box, or you can actually go to admin console. So you can just click on admin console. Now here they actually log you in to the email. Now this is I'm logged in as an admin. You see here they give you all the statistics as the admin. Okay, so the admin has all these statistics, can be able to add more users. Okay, you see here we have 1 domain, we have 3 organization users and 2 groups. You can just go ahead and click on groups. So if you click on users, you have ability to add more users. As you can see, I can add a new user via the admin. Okay, so the admin is really good, the admin console. You can go ahead and add groups. Okay, you had these groups, you have shared mailbox. This feature is available for only paid plans, so just stay to this one. You have users, you can have domains, you can add more domains. Then you have here organization. Okay, They ask you this, then you have the dashboard as usual, like this here. Okay, they show you even the incoming traffic for the emails you have, the users, and all that kind of stuff. You have them right away. So this comes to the end of our video, and if you just liked this video and it has helped you so much, please first smash the like button. Okay, click on the notification bell so that if I just create any other video, I always create video around tutorials, and I always build SaaS applications using the cutting edge technologies like Next.js, Laravel, React Native, and Python. Okay, so you can just click, and if you have any idea you want to suggest for the video you want me to make, please just find a link where you can put your idea. Go ahead, put you the app idea you have or anything, and I can find it or I can get it. Okay, go ahead and smash the subscribe button and like the video. Thank you so much for watching this, and by the way, I will also put this guide on LinkedIn to those who want to find it, and from there I will also link it to LinkedIn so that you can actually find it there. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Okay, one more thing, you can just, if you want to log in, you might just have that question I just remembered before I complete the video. If you just want to actually log in as one of the users, okay, if you remember, we have all these users. So now if you go back to Zoho Mail, okay, even here where I'm logged in, let me just go back here. Now in the corner here, you can sign out. Okay, you can see here I'm logged in as the admin. Okay, let's just sign out. Okay, I'm just going to sign out. Now when you sign out, you can now go ahead and actually log in as a normal user, because someone may just say, so how do we log in as normal users, like a normal user who has just been actually created? Okay, just go here, you can type in Zoho Mail, just like that. Okay, just in the search you can type in Zoho Mail, and actually just I'm seeing here, I think you didn't even need to come to this, but you could just click on Zoho Mail, it doesn't matter. Okay, just make sure you just click on Zoho Mail, and you can just click on sign in. Okay, just click on this sign in, just here, I think sign in. You just first see, just need to, so you can see here sign in. I don't know if this is the place, guys, but I just try to actually put the email. I have created one, jb@thesysub.com. So since we have this, let's try to log in with this. Enter the password. Now let me hope I still remember the password. Let me just hope that is the password. Sign in. Okay, so they're saying never. They said the password expired. Your organization policy requires you to change. Okay, so sometimes, by the way, this is what happens. Okay, when they first log in, you can just like find you have to change the password. Thanks well enough to reach this part so that you can see what happens. So password expired. Your organization policy requires you to change your password right now. Okay, just go and put the password, the new password. I'm just going to say M. Did I say M? Anyways, let me just remove that one. Then let me just go ahead and confirm. By the way, put the password, you not forget. Okay, there are some people. Okay, so I was trying to make the same password and they have just refused that. Now, so I'm just going to put a different one. Okay, Let me just write this one out. Okay, let me just try that one more time. Okay, let me just say password. Oh, okay, so they are very sensitive. I'm just going to right now put a really hard one. Okay, you can see here they have really nice I think password check. They have really nice password check. I'm just going to now make it really hard. Okay, I'm just going to make it really hard. Let me just see. I'm just thinking of the name, more especially the ones I will not forget. Okay, I'm just going to use one name I will not forget, and that is let me just try this. Okay, creating the password can be frustrating, guys. Okay, I've just known what to put. Okay. Okay, so that one, let me first write it down before I forget it. Okay, let me just write it here. Okay, just like this one, and you see, okay, so that one has been accepted. And then you can see here they tell you I can just like, do I need to save, update password? No thanks. Sign in to access. Okay, so they just have taken us back to the login. So I'm just going to say jb@DSSHub, that is the email, and then we put the password, the new one we have just created. It will be so much unfortunate if in a short time you have already forgotten it. Let me hope not so. You can see how I'm struggling already. Okay, let me hope that one is the one. And yep, so that is the one that I've set up. Now you just have this logged in. Now you can also enable multi-factor authentication, or this multi-factor authentication using one or more modes that we suggest, bro. If you saw here, you can enable this auth for safe sign in. You can enable biometrics, okay, or this blah blah. Right now I'm just going to skip this, but you can also just have the multi-factor authentication, or this one they normally call it a two-step factor authentication, which is always nice. Okay, you can set up this. They have this one working already. So I'm just going to click on remind me later so they can proceed to the console. And you can see here they are saying loading jb@dnshub.com, and just like taking you to your email that we just created. Okay, I was almost forgetting to show you guys how to log in, and people could be in the comment section asking me how do they. You have to head to Zoho Mail, click on sign in, put your credentials. If they ask you to change the email or to change the password, go ahead and change the password. Okay, so you see here you can create mails, and we have all these ones. Since I'm a moderator and all these kind of stuff, you have all these mails. Okay, this one just came here in the when just while creating this, we got all these mails, these all these mails, right? Okay, they have this welcome. Just going to go ahead and skip this, and this is like skip, or that's next. You can set up that. I think just like click. They don't have like the cross icon here. Hey, there's skip down here, skip. Okay, so you have this. You can create a new email. Okay, so this is fully working. You see you have a lot of these. Zoho password was changed, the users added, blah blah, all these messages. Because I'm already having a user here, you have been added, new user, blah blah. So you guys can create here, you can create a new email. Okay, you can go ahead and create a new email by clicking on this new mail button, and you can see here you can also upload your profile picture, and you have all these things you can do. Okay, I just simply want to see if I can send a new mail right now. So you see you see your name here. Okay, I'll close this. You can see your name here, and even your email too. Let me just say I'm just going to send it to DNS Hub. Now you can see automatically bring you these other ones. Just want to send it to this DNS Hub. You can see subject is welcome welcome. I just say here welcome email from JB. Okay, just go here. This is to say that all is set, and now we can switch to Zoho Mail. Okay, Zoho Mail, just like that. I can switch to Zoho Mail, just like that. I have just like this sample. Just go ahead, attach. You can add attachments as usual, blah blah, all these. You have these suggestions, blah blah. You can add drive, everything, sound you can add. Just click on send. Okay, mail sent. I can just go here to this one, and you see I have here welcome email from JB, and the email is here. So this is nice, all and good. We have finally set up everything, and if you really feel liking this content, simply smash the like button. You'll find a link to this Notion blog, or the steps, or the guide, and then at the same time you also find you can just go to my LinkedIn and find the post there. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.